Hey everybody, it's Car Ray Rob. I'm Ray.
I'm Rob.
Today we're doing our before and after trailer breakdown for The Wild Wedding.
Wild Wedding.
Couldn't resist. The Wild Wedding has a bunch of older actors that we all adore, but I don't know anything else about this movie.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a fun little screwball comedy. Glenn Close is marrying husband number 4, played by Patrick Stewart. Husband number 1, played by John Malkovich, is attending the wedding, and I guess, you know, all of the kids, family, friends, that type of thing, and it kind of sounds like this might end up being some kind of a little sex romp.
It makes me think about, like, the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Absolutely. There's a lot of these movies that I feel like have come out over, even probably like the last 10 years, where it's, you know, these, you know, as you put it, you know, elder actors that are, you know, really, I mean, putting in these really great performances in these comedies that are very, I think, age appropriate for them. So if you're talking about, you know, like Something's Gotta Give, or It's Complicated, I think maybe this movie could fall into that, you know, go into that. Granted, the synopsis again kind of made it seem like it might be a little bit more screwball than those movies.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's a really great, I don't want to call it a genre unto itself because it's not, but
the Viagra genre.
If you want to go there, okay. I really enjoy those movies, and a lot of times they actually work for me.
But kind of an interesting idea of thinking this as a genre. Now I'm going to kind of want to see if there's something different with this movie that kind of sets it apart.
They can't just be repeating,
right,
you know, the Jack Nicholson, Diane Keaton chemistry and things like that. You know, they really do have to kind of be plotting their own course. And the sex romp part of it could be. Those didn't really have that. That was more of like the serious, even though they were comedic movies to a certain extent, they still had more serious tones and stuff like this. I feel like this movie really could be going for that screwball comedy.
But we'll be able to see that when we watch the trailer. So
yeah,
let's check it out, see if we can make some real opinions.
Come meet my family. Here's Jimmy, my oldest.
Hey, Jimmy.
And then Lawrence, the father of
Patrick Stewart has hair.
Husband number 1.
Wait, real hair or is this a wig?
It's very adult of you. Not everyone would have the ex-husband.
John Malkovich, no hair still.
Love is
Get
in
back
the
to the whole
air.
Patrick Stewart having hair.
This was love at first sight.
I'm just a simple movie star.
You've seen all of his films?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, you know, nearly all.
You think I'm making a mistake?
That's why I'm here. To make sure that this one is a keeper.
You are so thoughtful. As if you'd have any idea what a keeper was.
Jimmy, you there?
I didn't think you were.
What?
Homemade chocolates? They're in the shroom family.
Poll after this movie. Patrick Stewart or John Malkovich.
Okay, that happened. To Eve and Harold.
John Malkovich.
Marriage. Stop to
Robbie
life's
fans.
pleasures.
Lorna? Lorna, what?
Loca Lorna?
Lorna La Loca.
Oh, hi.
Where do you think
That's amazing.
Tell me, am I giving you away for good this time? You deserve
Rap
it.
video all of a
Way
sudden on the
better.
beach.
I did not expect this weekend to pan out like this.
It's wild.
Lawrence, my sofa!
It's just a teensy weensy bit of spillage.
It never happens to me, I swear. It never happens to me.
That's why you don't drink reds in the living room. By far, the craziest thing about this trailer.
Patrick Stewart has hair!
Shocking.
It's shocking, it is. It's rather jarring.
I don't know if I'll be... I could watch that movie for 4 hours and might not get used to that.
That's true. And especially, you know, John Malkovich is bald still.
They were afraid if they were both bald, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
Like, it does look like there could be some really good comedic moments in this movie. It does definitely ring screwball comedy more so than any of those movies we've mentioned in the before section. And again, that could make it different from those movies.
Yeah, my thing is with the screwball comedy as opposed to, like, you know, some of the other comedies we've seen John Malkovich do, like a lot of those sophisticated comedies. I don't know how much you, like, really use these actors for their skill set.
Sure.
So to me, when I watch, I'm like, yeah, it could be funny, but I feel like it's like a missed opportunity of 3 really, like, classic actors put together.
There is a large cast to this movie, though, as well. I mean, I guess you would have gotten that from the synopsis, being a wedding, kids, friends, that type of thing. So there's a lot of great supporting actors in there that I think would be could, you know, help support the comedic aspects of the movie.
We saw Lorna from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm seeing her outside of Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I've seen a few actresses from Orange is the New Black pop up in places, so it's really cool to see her
Which
get
they
some
should.
work.
They're all great.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say there's the older actors at the top, and then there's all of these young, hot girls that are just like running around this party, and I'm like, what kind of wedding
invited you?
I'm imagining daughters and stuff like that, and daughters' friends and things like that. But there's that section where they're like almost like filming a music video on the beach, and then like the part when they're getting up on the table and start table dancing. It's like, man, like what's going on here? I mean, which one is John Malkovich going to end up with?
That you have to wait for. You don't get to see that in the trailer. But it's going to be interesting to see like if they're, what kind of like evolution some of these characters go on. I know it's a comedy, but there's still going to be some meat to these characters. You'd suppose you're going to see John Malkovich doesn't, just play two flat characters. So.
I'm really hoping they do dive in to people of their age, and again, like those other movies did, the Something's Gotta Give. It's complicated. It's that, where they're kind of dealing with that part of their life, especially when it seems like Glenn Close is on her fourth marriage now at that age.
I was just thinking that same thing. When you're getting married a fourth time, there's a lot of interesting character traits that lend yourself to be someone who's done that.
They're all, looks like actors, actresses, stuff like that in the movie. And, so I'm sure there's going to have a lot of baggage and stuff like that comes along with it. And all that stuff's going to get spilled out, as John Malkovich did at the end with the wine bottle.
The wine was figurative.
Exactly. So, that stuff could be interesting. It could be funny.
Or it could be glossed over because they want to be funny.
Absolutely. And if they can't find that really good balance between depth of character and comedy, I think this comedy may end up falling on deaf ears. All right, Ray, it's time to rate The Wild Wedding. Midnight it, stream it, forget it. Where you at?
Unfortunately, my RSVP for this wing is going to say forget it. I love the actors in this movie individually, and I want to see these guys do something more than I think just a screwball comedy when I watch them on film. And this just wasn't quite the movie that I want to see. At least in this trailer, I didn't see enough depth to it that's going to make me really want to even stream it. Sorry, guys.
No, that's a fair point. And as I said, the depth is an important part of this. I do feel like it could be in there, and they were really focusing on the comedy aspects of it. And as you said, all of the actors that are in it are really amazing, and I hope that they would be able to bring that at least a little bit. So I'm probably going to say stream it, just because I think, it's fun to watch these guys have fun sometimes, and like I said, these types of movies I do tend to enjoy more than maybe I'd like to admit. But so I think for those reasons, and and the fun supporting cast also that we talked about, I think I'm going to say stream.
And everybody, that's it for us. But now I want to hear from you guys. Is this the screwball comedy that you guys are looking forward to seeing? And do you really want to see Patrick Stewart stab all us bald people in the back and wear hair in a movie? If you do, write in the comments below.
Then hit the like and subscribe button to catch all of our upcoming videos.
Until then, this is Car Ray Rob. I'm Ray.
I'm Rob.
I can't resist. You usually move through here so quickly, and I have so many questions to ask you. You have no idea what your work means to me.
What does it mean to you?
And somebody out there knows what it's like to be in here.
Oh, God, it's like a nightmare.
Oh, come on. I just have a couple of questions. How hard is that? How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.